Stokes here with JUNO TV at Scene Music Fest, hanging out with the one and only Pat Murphy. Hello, sir.
How's it going, man?
I'm doing pretty good.
Right on.
Tell everybody what you do.
So I'm a festival director for Scene Music Festival. I work for Union Events as a talent buyer. So I book concerts, festivals.
So we're gonna take a little stroll around.
Let's roll.
Let's roll. So tell us a bit about the history of Scene Music Fest.
Okay, so Scene Music Festival is 19 years old. It started as a relatively local, kind of DIY underground festival. It kind of turned into a bigger thing. St. Catharines is a bit of a hotbed for talent in southern Ontario. Acts like City in Color, Alexis on Fire, they came out of this music scene, and Scene was an outlet for them to play. It's been really cool because it acted as essentially a launch pad for all these bands that weren't necessarily getting radio success or mainstream video play, but this was kind of a community takeover, almost like a mini North by Northeast or CMW, but very, very central to Southern Ontario. And it's over the years has grown, and most recently this year, when we came on board, we really wanted to ramp it up, so we decided to make it 2 days.
Nice.
We moved the main stage site to Montebello Park, which is a beautiful site.
Yeah, because before you were on the street.
Yeah, we were at Market Square. It was like it was almost essentially a parking lot, which was fun and cool. But you know, this is a beautiful park. The same architects that designed this park designed Central Park in New York, so there's a lot of history to it. It's just cool vibes all around.
Massive stage.
Yeah.
Wasn't always this big.
No. There actually was a point where the festival didn't even have an outdoor stage. It was just all kind of venues downtown, and you know, we wanted to build it up again so that the concert experience is great. I mean, people have so many options of things to do in the summertime, and you really have to deliver. It can't just be, let's go see a bunch of bands in a square, you know, in a square park and not have an experience. You know, there has to be a vibe to it, and there has to be electricity, and part of that is delivering on the production. So you need the stage, you need the lights, and when you bring in this level of talent, you need that especially to showcase them and give them the ability to sound as well as these bands are able to, you know, perform. Yeah.
What's the craziest thing that's ever happened at one of these festivals?
That's a good question. Okay, so I'm gonna say Cancer Bats played here 5 years ago, main stage. It's like essentially a storm out, and there's a couple other outdoor stages, and everyone's closing them down. The bands are like, we won't play. So I roll back over to main stage, see how it's going. Cancer Bats are playing the most ridiculous set. It's on the verge of anarchy. You know, bodies are just flying. It was like the closest you could get to it being not safe,
Right. So all up riot.
but they totally embraced the chaos, and it really made a memorable set. And I think it's kind of moments like that that make the festival special and that make people remember it and sets it apart. And bands like that can play and can suck it up and check their egos and just put on a good show for the fans, you know?
That's where it's at. Pat, thank you for sitting with us.
Thank you, man.
JUNO TV, Scene Music Fest, Pat Murphy.